Yes. Yes. Good people. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. This is the situation that means something to me. This is what I believe in. I'm very ecstatic. I'm very happy. And I'm proud that Isiah Thomas III stood on business. He stood on business. And he said what everybody else has been saying under their breath, but they scared of what LeBron might do to them. Why? Who is he?
Look how low he is going into Steph Curry, lowering the shoulder. That is a charge, and the foul is on Steph.
Almost broke my TV.
Are you telling me I need the root for that? He got no goddamn move. He got no move. He can't do nothing. Talking about king. You know, damn king.
Now, right off the gate, good people, right off the gate, you probably say, why is this happening? If you knew who Isiah Thomas was, you would not be asking this question. I know who Isiah Thomas III is. I know what he represents. I know what he's all about. Isiah Thomas III, for y'all who don't know, used to actually coach and was the general manager of the Knicks. He used to coach the Indiana Pacers. He was a part owner of the Toronto Raptors, the very first NBA player, former player, to have ownership in an NBA basketball team. He's very smart. And I did not agree with him. To me, Isiah Thomas is the greatest player to have ever played the game of basketball. Period. There's no one that played this game better than Isiah Thomas. That's how I feel. Because he was smaller and had greater obstacles to deal with and was the best. Now, in its best era, first little man to ever lead a team to a championship. Never been done before. It was always dominated by centers. Now, that's neither here nor there. I bring that up because why Isiah Thomas was the manager or the coach of the Pacers and the Knicks, it was required. All players had to wear suits. This led to the NBA coming up with a dress code because David Stern saw how Isiah Thomas had the Knicks. He was like, how did you get them to wear suits? He was like, it's a requirement. We made it a requirement. If you playing for the Knicks, you are wearing a suit and tie. You're going to represent this business when you're walking in and out this door. This is a business. And see, this is the problem with these young folks. They have this I can do whatever I want attitude because I can play good. I can just do whatever I want. And the NBA is so lax because you have a commissioner who's softer than goddamn wet tissue. And he can't make any decisions. He can't make any moves. So because he's soft and weak, everybody else follows suit. That's why you got load management. That's why you got all this stuff these players crying about because they know they can cry to him and he just going to appease the players. He created the James Hardens. He created the LeBrons. LeBron is the focal point of your league. And if he's doing whatever he wants to do, So is the next guy who say, well, I play way better than that bum. I want the same privilege too. And that's why you got James Harden, who ain't won. Now he's still getting all the privileges. Can't play today, coach. I ain't get a lot of sleep last night. And the plane flight, I'm a little jet lagged. Jet lag? Think I feel a mental health day coming. Think I feel my mental health acting up. I might have to sit down. But then, I want to be traded, but it's kind of cold over there this time of day. Send me to the Clippers or Arizona. It's kind of hot over there. Yeah, I need to be around hot weather. Everybody can't play for the Lakers and Clippers. He says, man, you really hate LeBron. Hit the like button, good people. Subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. He said, I must really hate LeBron. What's there to like about LeBron? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I mean, we are a professional NBA league. We ain't summer league. We ain't at the YMCA.
Listen, I think coaches got to go back to suits.
I
just mean.
Absolutely. I just think
college and pro.
I just think the professionalism in our NBA league has diminished so much. And I look, I like LeBron. I'm a fan of his, so forth and so on. But to walk out on the floor before a game with no shirt on and shoot, I mean, come on, man. Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Now, if you want to, Adam Silver, if you want to find somebody, find that. Put a fine on that.
Spoken by the Hall of Famer and the greatest player in Pistons history, Isiah Thomas. Second half has begun between the Bucks and the Pistons. Will be part of our doubleheader tonight. LeBron James going to play the game like this. Shirts and skins is what they're doing tonight.
I just totally 100% object to this. And if I was the GM or coach,
Me too.
I would never let one of my players walk out on the floor looking like this. I mean, we are a professional NBA league.
Exactly. This is a job. You're selling this. And you walking around like you at your house. This fool came to the game with a doggone drink in his hand. I'm going to show y'all on the Patreon what Michael Jordan was saying about LeBron James years ago. And he was speaking to all the young players. And they was like, man, it's a new day. It don't matter, dog. You act like somebody asking you to do something hard. And they say, hey, this is your job, respect the job. That's like people that go to work and they don't even want to wear their goddamn uniform. Oh, man, can I work? Can I work today? Man, I forgot my uniform. I'll wear it tomorrow. They don't even want to wear their work uniform for the job that's paying them. You just look like a customer. So this is why Isiah Thomas feels the way he feels, because he's right. This is why people are so disinterested. Y'all look like actual thugs. Y'all act like y'all in a doggone YMCA pickup game. Y'all disrespect this league so much, but then cry you want everything from the goddamn league. When you're bringing the game down to its lowest point it's ever been. The NBA had to put Luka, Doncic and do the weirdest trade and the most criminal trade in the history of sports to try to protect this bum's legacy. They got a ball that don't obey the laws of physics. They give them every call in the book. And for what? For what? For somebody else to parade around here and act like they the kings. This is pathetic. I'm sick of it. Where the LeBron James fans at? Is there any LeBron James fans out there? Where they at? Where the LeBron James fans at? Where y'all at? Don't run. Stand up for that bum. Come on. Stand up for your bum from Akron. Okay, we got one bum lover right there. Tom Askins. Let's go through it right now. I'm glad you showed up so that we can go through this right now, clear as a day. Why y'all hiding? Y'all won by 30-something points today. People like, why you didn't go live? Because we won by 30? Because the game don't mean anything. They trying not to get hurt, dog. They just playing it out on the rest of their schedule. Houston's not finna go hard. They're just going to play out the rest of the schedule, and they ready for the playoffs. Just don't get anybody hurt. If you watch the game, you would understand that. They wasn't playing hard. So, third seed coach of the year. How would he be coach of the year over the Detroit Pistons? You think he would get it over Detroit or maybe OKC? How are you coach of the year when you was like 2 games over 500 before you got Luka Doncic? You was in 6th place, about to be in the play-in, till you traded for Luka Doncic. You think Darvin Ham, with Luka Doncic and all the players he got this year, he couldn't do the same damn thing? He didn't have Luka Doncic. They gave him Vanderbilt. So, Tom Atkins, is LeBron James the best player on the team? Since you're the only Laker fan to stand up for the team, let's see. Everybody else scared. It's Luka now. So Luka is better than LeBron James, right? You know Luka Doncic, every year, he's outdone LeBron James. LeBron James has never had a season like Luka had last year in his entire career. Even in his 4 MVPs, he never had a season like Luka had last year. Luka, then LeBron in that order. Okay. Since you say that, who's been the guy saving them down the stretch of games? When you say it's Luka and then it's LeBron. The numbers aren't saying that. You know what the numbers are saying? Hillbilly Kobe, Austin Reeves, has outperformed LeBron for an entire month straight. Since Luka Doncic has been on the team, Austin Reeves has outplayed LeBron James. with less shot attempts, more precision, and assists and rebounds are up. Luka Doncic makes everybody game better. Jackson Hayes, his numbers shot up once Luka Doncic was there. He played with LeBron all season. Numbers jumped up as soon as Luka Doncic gets there. Gabe Vincent was averaging 3 points a game. 3. Luka gets there, he's in double digits. You starting to see the difference? And don't give me this, he's 40, because if you 40, then sit your ass down and be 40. But he was never better than Luka, and he knows it. LeBron knows he's a bum. He knows he's fooled all of y'all because of the commercials and everything else, but he knows what he is. He can't fool me. I know a bum when I see one. And now Isaiah's starting to realize this. Like, man, I'm backing this guy all the time, and Zeke is my favorite player. And if Isaiah says something wrong, I'm going to say he said something wrong. When he was like, LeBron is the best player now over Jordan, I knew why he was saying it, but I can't go along with that. I don't like Mike either, but he light years ahead of that guy. That guy has no moves, no basketball IQ, nothing. So, Tom, where you at, Tom? Prime LeBron is better than Luka? Nope. When LeBron was Luka's age, he never had every season. You can go age for age. Luka has outperformed him every year. Rebounds, points, assists, steals. Every year of his career that he's played. So, nope, that's incorrect. Luka is on course. If he plays the same amount of years as LeBron, if he plays 20 years, he eclipses every number LeBron James has. Every single one. This dude is putting up 50-point triple-doubles. LeBron James finna get passed in triple-doubles by Luka Doncic. LeBron was never getting triple-doubles because he wasn't that great of a player. He was too soft on the rebounds. He can only get uncontested rebounds. See, Tom, you ran into the buzzsaw. You see, Jay know better. See, Jay know better. He's like, uh-oh, this guy, he jumped out there. He don't know what's going on. All you got to do is look it up, Cypress. Go look up Luka first 5 years and look at LeBron's first 5 years. That's all you got to do. Look it up. Y'all stat people. Y'all love to stat me to death. Go look it up. Matter of fact, I can do you one better right now. Who lead the Lakers in points? We finna play a game right now. Who lead the Lakers in points? Luka. Correct. Who lead the team in assists? Who lead the team in assists? Luka. Who lead the team in rebounds? Luka. Who lead the team in steals? Luka. Who leads the team in plus minus? Who has the best plus minus on the Los Angeles Lakers? Luka. So that's every goddamn category. He's leading the team in every goddamn category, and you telling me about this goddamn bum from Akron who don't do shit. Where the hell he the best at? Michael Jordan was 40. He was the first option. He didn't have Luka Doncic on his team. He didn't have Kobe Bryant on his team. He didn't have nobody on his team that was taking the shots. They were like, Rip Hamilton. Rip ain't shooting that ball. That's Mike shooting the ball. Stackhouse ain't shooting the ball at the end of the game. It's Mike. If Mike on that court, Mike is shooting that ball. My thing is, you can't argue it. You want to say he the greatest of all time? Prove it. Right? Michael Jordan played 15 years, and he leads in almost every statistical category. LeBron is light years behind him, and he done played 7, 8 more years with another 2 to go, and he still ain't going to catch Mike. They're like, he caught him in 30-point games. You played more games. You played about 300 more games, if not more. And you just not catching him in 30-point games? Because you a bum. Of course, Kobe did more with less. Do you see the lineup Kobe won a championship with? Matter of fact, he went to 3 straight NBA finals with Luke Walton, Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, what's his name? Mobanga, whatever you had, Mobanga on the team, Bynum. He only had Pau Gasol and Odom and Derek Fisher, who's at the end of his rope. Kobe won with that lineup. He went to 3 straight NBA finals. LeBron had way better players and choked. This dude got NBA 75 players, and he still can't get the job because he ain't a winner. He ain't a closer like that. So he finally learning that LeBron is the reason this league is messed up. It's because of that bum. He lost to Jason Barrera. Tony Parker was 19 years old. In his second year, he played LeBron James in the NBA Finals and was Finals MVP. LeBron James couldn't beat a 19-year-old Tony Parker. A 19-year-old Tony Parker came in the league and smoked you and was MVP. And y'all talking about he the GOAT. Tony Parker better than him. People forget. They're like, well, he got Tim Duncan. And he had Manu Ginobili. Tony Parker was the leader of the team, though. Without Tony hitting those big shots, that's what mattered down the stretch. Manu developed, and got better as the years went on. Tim Duncan was at the end of his rope. Tim Duncan had a better career than LeBron. He did more in less years than LeBron. 5 championships. Sweeping LeBron. He beat LeBron 2 out of the 3 times they played. LeBron played him 3 times in the finals, and they only won because Ray Allen hit the shot. LeBron don't have any finals moments except for a chase down block that didn't win the game. That's how they fool you. They act like the chase down block happened, Kyrie hit the 3, and the game was over. There was 3 minutes left to go in the game. It's the politics that did everybody in. That's what happened. The politics came into play. Dude, the game didn't come down to that. That's not the play of the game. That's the play that the NBA slice it up and slice it for you. But if you watch the game, there was a lot more basketball to be played. Golden State just settled for threes because Steph could no longer get by nobody. Remember, he sprained his MCL and he had to sit out like the whole first round against the Portland Trailblazers. They had to win that series without Steph. Then Bogut got hurt, and Iguodala wasn't even supposed to play in Game 7. He got hurt in Game 6. Bogut got hurt in Game 6, and that changed the whole offense. So when they keep talking about we beat the 73-9 team, they broke down in the NBA Finals. You wasn't playing them really. But okay, they gave it to you. They gave you the calls because Game 6 was a complete ripoff. Game 6 was atrocious. I mean, even they had to throw Steph Curry got ejected. That's how bad it was. But LeBron has done everything to ruin it. Always about him. He's a narcissist. And this is how narcissist behaviors work. This is what they do. Yeah, snitched on Draymond because they about to go home. So that Draymond can get suspended for Game 5 because Draymond was destroying him. All because they wanted LeBron to win that chip in Cleveland. Is Tom still in there? Tom then gave up, huh? Tom then took his whooping and went on. Told you, you ain't gonna win this. Tom left. Yeah, he realized he thought this was novice level. He thought you thought I was one of them 2K guys that be on here with the 100,000 view videos on the shorts and talking about a game they don't know because they play 2K and they ain't never did no physical activity ever in life. Only physical activity was getting up off the couch and going to the refrigerator. Grab a 2-liter. That's about the only thing they did. But then they the ones trying to tell you the stories of basketball players because they can edit and do film and put music and there's a whole bunch of crap. I'm like, dude, I watched that game. You don't know what the hell you talking about. They don't know nothing. Right. The unanimous MVP got ejected in the NBA Finals. Never happened. They called every ridiculous foul on Steph Curry, which led to the ejection. It was terrible. The corruption was in play. Sir, I was in basketball tournaments. I done played with Stephon Marbury, Heidi White, and Tyrone Nesby. I done played with all of the high school All-Americans. I done hooped it up with them, dog. So I know I could play. I know what I was. I was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. I was Kev Curry, baby. I was still giving these fools lessons on the court now. Pulling up from half court. I was like, man, I could do that. I was doing that back then. I was like, why am I driving to the basketball? I'm playing 20-man Vs. 20-man varsity. Do you know what a 20-man varsity look like? It ain't pretty. I just know, hey, I'm going to get the ball because these giants finna jump up there, tip the ball up, and then I'm going to jump up after they tip it, get the rebound, dip out, start dropping them off. And that's exactly what I did. You hit one shot, that's all you need. Go to the free throw line. I hit 3, 1, 2, 3, get the ball back, pull up, hit another jump shot. Crop, back to the line. 3 free throws, 1, 2, 3. You just like that, I got the lead in the varsity. They like, how the hell this little dude get the lead? Because I can shoot free throws. I can shoot the ball, fool. Learn how to shoot instead of dunk. And lay it up off the glass. Oh, Tom didn't regroup. He didn't regroup. Tom back. All right, Tom. Now that you're back, let's give you some more lessons. So, which era is the best in basketball? The 90s or now? Come on, Tom. Don't fold. Hang in there, Tom. You prefer the 90s. So if you say the 90s is the best era in basketball, and right now the NBA is at the lowest ratings it's been in the history of the game, they got to do everything to get people to watch it. They got to have a circus, get you free haircuts, get you free donuts. They got to get you anything that they can so you can watch the games. Who's the face of the league right now? LeBron, right? Who was the face in the 90s? Michael Jordan. And the highest ratings in NBA history was during the Michael Jordan era. And you said yourself that was the best era of basketball. So how could LeBron be better than him? How could LeBron be better than him? Who won championships during Michael Jordan's reign? You know who won championships during Michael Jordan's reign? Isiah Thomas. In 1990, they beat the Bulls. And then 91, they won 3 straight. You know how many people he kept from winning championships? He left the league for 2 years. Elijah Warren was the only one winning a championship with the Rockets. He come back and win another 3. I ain't say go to the finals. I said won. Francis says the ratings was higher because they're on regular TV. They're on regular TV now. You don't see the game on ABC on the weekend? The game is on ABC. That's regular TV. That's national broadcast television. You got more ways to watch the game now than ever. You didn't have a lot of ways to watch it back then. They weren't even in that many countries back then. They're in way more countries now because of streaming. So everybody can see the game. They choosing not to watch it. They saying, man, F that. I'm going to watch this TV show. That's how bad it is. So you can't use that as an excuse. It's not working. Right. They want to look at the stats. Look at the stats. The stats says Luka Doncic is the better player than LeBron James. So if Luka's better than LeBron, what are we talking about? When was Michael Jordan on the team and he wasn't the best player on the team? When was Kobe Bryant on the team? Well, when he was on the bench, when he was a rookie, they didn't play him because they chose not to play him. But Kobe was better and he was ready to go. They just wouldn't play him. LeBron never got to the level Kobe was. Nobody fears LeBron. Everybody, they still scared of Michael Jordan right now. They scared of Michael Jordan today. Jordan about 60 years old, they still scared of Mike. When you go to the shoe store, do you say, let me see them LeBrons? Or you say, did those new Jordans come out? Mike ain't played in 25 years, damn near. He ain't played in 25 years. You go to the shoe store, you say, did the new Jordans come out yet? Nobody, I've never heard one person say, man, I'm looking for the new LeBrons. They got to give those shoes away. Nobody looking for them shoes. Luka Doncic just yesterday, or no, not yesterday, the day before, just his shoes came out on a limited release, sold out in minutes. In minutes. And guess who Luka signed to? Jordan Brand. So this is real spill. Luka said, man, I'm going with Jordan. LeBron like, man, I want to make Luka my first signee. He ain't signing with you. What are you signing with a bum for? I'm going to sign with somebody I'm better than. Your shoes ain't selling, buddy. That's a bad move. I'm signing with Jordan. Jordan got Zion Williamson. He got Zion. He got Luka. Guess who LeBron got as a signature shoe? Nobody. Nobody is signed with you. Nobody got a signature LeBron James deal. Why you don't have a signature shoe for everybody else? You haven't signed one person. Steph Curry make more off Nike than you do. You don't have no stock in Nike. None. Zero. Zilch. You only got stock in a shoe. Yeah, you can lie to the people all you want. I know you got played. The best deal you had on the table was the Reebok deal. But that's okay. You're not business savvy. You was coming out of high school and they told you, look, here's this $50 million up front and he doing this. You want to go for the biggest check you can get. They signed you to a 5-year, $100 million shoe deal with Nike. And you was like, man, Nike though, MJ was with Nike and all that. Then he was like, I did not sign with Nike because of Jordan. Yeah, you did. Because Reebok was the better deal. You would have had stock options and you would have came out on top. But no, you signed with Nike. And guess what happened? Nike made about 80 million, almost 100 million off your shoe in the first year. So you thought that 100 million for 5 years was something. You got what, about 25 million a year from Nike? And they're making 100, almost your whole contract is paid off in less than 1 year. Your whole contract, they've already made that money back. So now, once your 100 million is up, they're going to only pay you 25 the next, and then it's only going to go up. So then they making 200 million off your shoes early. All your new shoes, you still getting 25%. You was Saudi. Then they gave you this lifetime deal. I got a lifetime deal with Nike. Yeah, for your own brand of your LeBron James shoe. See how well those lifetime deals go, buddy. You see? It ain't what it's all cracked up to be. That's why he has not signed. He ain't even signed Bronny. Why Bronny ain't signing your shoes? Bronny was wearing Jordans. Him and Bryce is on the sideline wearing Jordans. They weren't even wearing your shoe. And you they daddy. Isaiah, Magic, Jordan, Wilt. None of these guys said they were the greatest of all time. They say, hey, I don't even, you can't compare eras. I can't say that. In my era, do I feel I was the better player? Yeah, but Like, I can't say I was better than Bill Russell. It's different eras. But they leave that for the people to say. That's for other people to say about you, not for you to say about yourself. When you say that about yourself, you know what that means? You really don't believe it. Of course he signed the clutch, but he don't have a signature shoe with LeBron. Ain't no Bronnies. Ain't no Air Bronnies out here. Why you ain't signed your son and making him the first signature shoe? Steph Curry, who got Under Armour, he gets paid off the company Under Armour. Because he was smart enough to say no to Nike, he took the Under Armour deal, and guess what? He gets a percentage off every item sold at Under Armour. If you buy some socks, if you buy golf clubs, you buy anything, Steph Curry get a percentage. And Steph Curry, who's played less years than this bum, actually have a signature athlete signed to his shoe. Yeah. De'Aaron Fox is signed with Steph Curry's Under Armour. Under Steph Curry. He's the first signature athlete under Under Armour. Holla at your boy Cino. Learn a thing or two. LeBron raising a better black family, though. I didn't know this was who's got the greatest black family in basketball history. That's what we doing now? Come on. Is that what we doing now? Look at this. We got to come to, man, LeBron got a better beard. Michael Jordan ain't got no beard. LeBron got a better beard. And LeBron got bigger muscles than Jordan had. And plus, he's taller than Michael Jordan. LeBron is 6'9". So he's a lot bigger. This what we doing? This is what we doing, folks. They made this the exception to the rule. Michael Jordan can do no right when it comes to LeBron James. That's the way they want it to go. I told y'all. Kids, they all wear Currys. Are you kidding me? Steph Curry's shoe was selling out of the park, especially with all the finals he went to. He kept going to the finals. Steph Curry saved the NBA. The NBA was finna go down way before. Steph Curry and them, they invented themselves. The NBA didn't market them. LeBron James is a manufactured job. They didn't manufacture Steph Curry. They had no plans for him. He was a guy that was almost out the league. He got traded to Milwaukee. They voided the trade because they thought his ankles wasn't going to heal enough. Then they took Monty Ellis. Kwame Brown was involved in that trade. That's right. Kwame Brown is a guy that played with Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson. Name somebody that got that resume. He didn't play with the legends. Steph Curry earns 50% of Under Armour. How much percent does LeBron James own of Nike? Come on, tell us. How much percent does LeBron own of Nike? None. Zero. Zilch. You get none of Nike stock. And it's probably good right now because Nike stock finna drop. Yes, Kwame Brown as a rookie, if he was on another team, he would have been developed better. Michael Jordan just came back and messed everything up. You're right. LeBron got 3 rings, a bubblegum ring, and a damn in-season tournament ring. And if he wins a championship this year, he don't win it. It's Luka's ring. Luka owns the Lakers now. It's Luka's town, not yours. So where's LeBron the best at? Where he the GOAT at? Be a GOAT. If you the GOAT, step up and be a champion. I don't see you being a champion in nothing. Kwame never got a chance to beat Jermaine O'Neal. Kwame Brown was a freak of nature. Nobody could beat him. Do you realize that they had a camp with all of the picks? It was 5 high school players picked that draft. And they went within the first 20 picks. 5 high school players, from Eddie Curry, Tyson Chandler, all of them. And they had them out there scrimmaging, playing with each other in the game, running a 5-on-5. Kwame Brown destroyed all of them. And that's why he became the number 1 pick in the draft. They saw, okay, man, this dude is incredible. Kwame Brown was fast. At 7 feet, you never saw a guy run that fast. That was unheard of at that time. For a 7-footer to have that speed. He was the second fastest on the team. Even Gilbert Arenas will tell you that. Kwame was fast. And he could run up and down the court quick. He didn't have any time to develop because Jordan got there. He thinking, I got to win a championship. Soon as he get on the court, and he don't want to play a rookie. That's why he wanted Elton Brand and wanted to trade Kwame Brown away to the Bulls for Elton Brand. And that would have been better for him because he never got a chance to really develop. It became the Michael's back and Michael trying to win a championship. Right. I'm not saying, people say, you said he faster than LeBron. No, I said he was as fast as LeBron. LeBron ain't just going to blow by Kwame Brown. That's not going to happen. That's why Kwame got a lot of blocks, because guys thought, oh, okay, I got by him. He can catch up. And he got a long wingspan. Kwame was never trash. You just let Stephen A. Smith tell you this, and y'all believe it. Mark Jackson played with him in Golden State and said, I love Kwame Brown. He did everything we asked him to do. He was setting screens. He was doing everything defensively, communicating, knew what to do in practice. He was like, man, he was professional. He's like, man, I loved having him as a teammate. He was great for us. And he said that right to Stephen A. Smith's face. So what Isiah is trying to say, and it's the truth, what happened to the professionalism? What happened to the professionalism of the game? That's what's missing out here. The professionalism is gone. It don't exist. Everybody's just doing what they want to do. They disrespect the game in any way, shape, or form. Why? You ever ask yourself that? Why? Yes, the bad boy Pistons were professionals. The bad boy Pistons wore suits. They wore their warm-ups to practice. We were the first team in the NBA to have our own plane. We were the first ones to bring Nelson Mandela to the country. The first time he came to this country, he met Isiah Thomas in Detroit. We were the first team staying in 5-star hotels, and we didn't even win a championship yet. Everything y'all do now, y'all got from the Detroit Pistons. There would never be no NBA street jerseys. The NBA started making money with all these different colored jerseys because the Pistons, we had our own gear, bad boy gear, that we made up ourselves and started selling. We was like, man, forget it. We won't wear the NBA stuff. We won't even promote the Pistons, Detroit Pistons. We gonna wear bad boy gear. We had the Raiders gear. The Oakland Raiders sent us gear. We started rocking the Raiders. We the first ones to say F the league. And they couldn't do nothing about it. No, it wouldn't, R&B Garvey. It wouldn't be any street. You got to understand something. The NBA is a carbon copy. They have to see it done first, and then they steal it. They see the big three, now they want to steal the 4-point shot from the big three. You see, that's what they do. They saw all the black players in the ABA, and nobody wanted to see them, play. All the white guys playing the NBA where there was no dunking rule. They changed that. Then they let Dr. J and them was killing it over there in the ABA. Nobody was watching the NBA. So they went and they put a guy from Dave DeBusschere, made him the general manager of the ABA, and then he sold it to the NBA. That's what they do. They steal. So you got to understand the history of what the NBA is, sir. The NBA is not creative. They steal. They let someone else create it, and they come in and steal it. That's what they do. So if you know that's the case, why would you even be concerned? Nobody cared. Nobody's gonna care. At the end of the day, no one cares. They just, hey, we got Doc, we got him, we got them. They bought the CBA out so they could come out with Summer League. Once Isiah bought the CBA, they couldn't let a black man own nothing. So they said, we're going to compete. We're going to compete with the CBA and Summer League basketball. So they bought out the CBA. They bankrupt everybody, and they tried to blame Isiah. Isiah ruined that. No, he didn't. Isiah was going to have money, real money into the CBA to be a feeder system to the NBA. And now instead of mom and pop's donut shop, he was bringing in Nissan, Toyota, all these people with money. He was bringing all of that to the NBA. Or to the CBA. And they were scared. They didn't want to lose that sponsorship money, especially that Nissan deal that Isiah brought to the league. The NBA didn't have that deal. Isiah brought that to the table. No, it is a story because it's not just that. This dude was drinking liquor on the sidelines. It should have been said then. It should have been said when he eating food. He mad at James Worthy. What's that? Michael Cooper. Like, this dude eat in the back. While you sitting on the bench, you ain't playing. Go eat in the back and then come out and sit down. That's disrespecting the game. That's what it looks like to these young folks. And they was like, look, LeBron could eat on the sideline. I'm going to do that. That's why these kids in AAU, they so spoiled. They act like you can't tell them nothing. Why? Because they seen LeBron do it. No. When I see something that doesn't seem right to me, then that's when I start making moves. No. Oh, 100%. 100%. When LeBron James came into the game, who was saying anything about LeBron? Who were the main people speaking up for LeBron? Nobody. I was one of the main people in this city. Imagine being in Chicago, right? Everybody Michael Jordan this, Michael Jordan that. Who was the only guy? Mm-hmm. That's right. So I was the one. I was the one that was speaking up. I was the one that said, hey, this is the way it should go. I was the one that said, hey, you know what? Let's change this. Because everybody hating on this young kid. He ain't did nothing wrong. You know, he just trying to play basketball. Y'all already hating on him, talking about Michael Jordan, this and this. Give him a chance. I was the one saying that in this city. Because everybody hated him because of Jordan. He think he Michael Jordan. So they hated LeBron coming through the door in Chicago. He didn't have no fans here. No, this fake Jordan. See, I remember all that. And I was the one that went to his game. I went to Jordan game. I mean, LeBron's game when they played the Bulls. And rooted for him. This was like, this is about second, third year. Did not hate LeBron. Mm-hmm. Well, I just had to shut it all down. Because never have you seen anything so prominent. Mm-hmm. Oh, on the Patreon, we got Vita Guerrera. Y'all remember Vita? Some of y'all do. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And why she didn't date black men. A lot of people didn't know that. They thought she was a video vixen and all this. Yeah, y'all finna learn the truth. Mm. Well, you'll find out what happened to her after that, It's always them. They always put a stigma on black people, like, don't date black guys. I remember this chick said this in a club to this white girl that was dating my boy, and they married now with 2 kids, but they were in a club in Chicago, and she came and pulled her to the side, like, "Why are you with them? Ew, come hang out with us." She was like, "No." Right, she was offended. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know who Vita Guerrera is, so when I say that, they be lost in the sauce. But I be always on it. You know what I'm saying? So, mm, yeah, so much going on. So when you go through the list, it is what it is. And he said, "I never took her to." Yeah, well, wait till you hear what happens. If you're on the Patreon, trust me, you gonna love this. So don't forget to hit the like button here. Subscribe to the page if you're new. Hit the like button. Make sure you liking it up, because if you don't, then they come up with all your excuse in the book. So I'm gonna let y'all get out of here and go watch this Vita Guerrera on Patreon. I think you'll like that video. Yep. It was like I was watching a YouTube video about some dude talking about he stole Adrian Dantley's shoes. I don't know. That's some crazy stuff. But yeah, we got a lot of sports stories. Some we can tell now, some we can't. Because you ain't trying to ruin somebody's marriage. All right, Tom, I'm glad you stuck around, but now you know that LeBron is not the best player in the NBA or history, or not even in the top 10. So I'm glad you stuck around and got this education. So now I'm glad you gotta pass on what you've learned here to the other players and say, look, we had a real player in Kobe Bryant. This is nothing near. Okay, this guy is nothing near. It's like this is like Drake and Kendrick. Drake is over there, Kendrick is over here, stratosphere. So anyway, I'm out. Deuces.